First at 4, a local soccer coach under investigation for sexting with current and former students. Also ahead, Harvey is downgraded to a tropical storm. But we'll show you why storm victims are still on high alert this afternoon. Paula.
This is going to sound really simple, but something as simple as this backpack could actually save your life and the life of your family. I'll explain.
First at 4, we start with the latest fallout from Harvey, now downgraded to a tropical depression. Good afternoon. While you can see the sun shining over Houston at this hour, take a look at the flooding in this particular subdivision. Mandatory evacuations continue because of controlled release from a nearby reservoir. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Karen Drew. Flooded neighborhoods like this continue to be very, very dangerous for everyone. A Houston man was actually electrocuted when he went to check on his sister's flooded home as he stepped on a submerged electrical wire. And in Crosby, Texas, a chemical plant that lost power during the storm has been rocked by explosions and fires. Neighbors have been evacuated. Kristen Holmes is live in Houston right now with the very latest.
The aftermath of Harvey continues to wreak havoc on parts of Louisiana and Texas after dumping a record 27 trillion gallons of rainfall on the area. The Department of Homeland Security says there have been more than 10,000 rescues already, with more happening every hour.
Helicopters canvassing the Beaumont, Texas area Thursday for those in need of rescue.
Just so we can see them. Any obstacles on the other side.
While dramatic efforts continued among clearer skies, dire situations on the ground. Beaumont's water pumps failed, leaving the city without running water, which prompted this hospital evacuation.
We did not expect that, and that's a game changer for us.
And left residents waiting in line for basic necessities. In Crosby, this scary sight. Rising temperatures causing organic peroxides to overheat at this chemical plant without power since Sunday. And in Houston, door-to-door searches for victims as others grapple with grim news. Rick Saldivar lost multiple family members when this van was swept away.
My neighbors came over and gave me a hug and said they were so sorry. Whatever you need, you know, everybody, just whatever you need. You know, I guess they can imagine going through something like this.
Vice President Mike Pence arrived in Corpus Christi and headed to hard-hit Rockport with Trump cabinet members whose agencies will be involved in the long recovery.
We are here today, we will be here tomorrow, and we will be here every day until this city and this state and this region rebuild bigger and better than ever before.
And the White House has just announced that the president and the first lady will be back in the area this Saturday, and that the president, Trump, he is going to donate $1 million of his own personal money towards these victims. Reporting live in Houston, Texas, I'm Kristen Holmes. Now back to you.
All right, thank you, Kristen. While Harvey is now a tropical depression, the storm can still bring flooding to even more states. Ben Bailey tracking the latest for us. Ben?
Yeah, Karen, there's still a lot of rain with what is left of Harvey, and you see it right there moving upwards of the Mississippi Valley. We're getting some of the clouds here in southern Michigan, but I want to take a look at what's out here in the Atlantic. That is Hurricane Irma, going to become a major hurricane, and we'll be tracking where it goes from here coming up a little bit later in weather. But back home, it is cool to say the least. We're barely getting to 70 degrees out there. A lot of spots still in the 60s, and we've got that cool north wind to go along with it. So a chilly finish tonight, coldest of the forecast. We will be warming up for the holiday weekend, and our back to school forecast looks like it could be back to the chill. We'll check that out in a few minutes. Karen?
Still ahead, first at 4, are you ready to deal with a natural disaster here in Michigan? Of course, we don't face hurricanes, but do you have an emergency kit to protect your family? In just a few minutes, what you need to have on hand, and at 6, what you should be ready to take with you if you ever have to evacuate your home in a hurry. The road to recovery along the Gulf Coast will be long and expensive, and that's why Help Me Hank has launched Help for Houston. Hank Winchester joins us now from the WDIV phone bank, working with the American Red Cross, helping people who have just lost everything. Hank.
Yeah, Karen, and you see those live images from Houston this afternoon with the sunshine. Things are moving in the right direction. Unfortunately, there is so much work that has to be done, and thousands of people now without a place to call home. That's why we've partnered with the Red Cross. The number you can call to donate right now is 313-298-WDIV. Let's take a look at some of the numbers so you can get get an idea of what people are dealing with down there. The amount of rain has marked a new record here in the U.S. with 51.88 inches. And Hurricane Harvey made landfall once and then came back as a tropical storm, which caused so many of the related issues. Up to 40,000 homes estimated to be destroyed by the water in Texas, and 325,000 people have already registered for assistance with FEMA. A death toll, the latest number standing right now at 31, but that number expected to rise. And the number of people who've been rescued from floodwaters stands at 10,000. But there have been countless others who have been just rescued by neighbors or Good Samaritans, not included in that total. 911 in Houston has reached a record of 900 calls coming in per hour. We've seen a lot of positive things moving in the right direction today in regards to the weather changing a little bit, the wet weather moving out. But now the heavy-duty work gets underway, and the people of Houston and of Texas need our financial support. Again, the number is 313-298 WDIV. Karen?
All right, thank you very much, Hank, and we'll check back with you at 5 and 6. If you are going to Arts Beats and Eats this weekend, you can also make a donation there. Local 4 is working with festival organizers, so you can donate all weekend long. You can drop off donations with the Red Cross at each entrance. Arts Beats and Eats runs Friday through Monday. First at 4, breaking news from the Michigan State Police, where officials are reassessing their police pursuit policy. As of now, troopers patrolling the city of Detroit will not be allowed to chase anyone for traffic violations or misdemeanors. That announcement comes days after a Michigan State police officer tased a teenager who was driving an ATV. That 15-year-old died on Saturday. State police say troopers tried to stop him from reckless driving. Attorney Jeffrey Feiger filed a $50 million suit on the family's behalf yesterday. Breaking news about the Detroit Tigers. They are making some roster moves involving a player named Justin, but not the Justin you might be thinking of. The team confirms outfielder Justin Upton going to the Los Angeles Angels for pitching prospect Grayson Long. Upton is owed nearly $88 million over 4 years after this season. And we're tracking lots of Tiger trade reports before the midnight deadline, so Bernie will keep you posted, and he will have the very latest for you at 5. A JV soccer coach at Roseville High School is out of a job and under investigation. He is accused of sexting with current and former students. Investigators are talking with students who were in girls soccer during the 2017 spring season. Now, we don't have the coach's name at this time, and he has not been charged. Any families with more information should contact Roseville Police. Got some good news if you're doing some traveling for the holiday weekend. A big project on I-75 is running ahead of schedule. The interstate will open tomorrow from Coolidge Highway to South Boulevard. All ramps and lanes will be open along I-75 northbound, and southbound I-75 was already reopened this morning. The project, worth over $91 million, is 20 days ahead of schedule. First at 4. We're also tracking stories making headlines around the world today. Let's start in South Korea with a show of force in America's standoff with North Korea. The U.S. flew some of its most advanced warplanes in bombing drills today. It's a clear warning to the North. The United States can attack if and when that becomes necessary. The exercises come 2 days after North Korea fired a ballistic missile over Japan. Though they were previously scheduled, the exercises send an unmistakable message. It's a somber anniversary for millions of people around the world, remembering the death of Princess Diana. This was the scene in Paris today, over the tunnel where she died back on August 31st of 1997. Princess Diana was just 36 years old, but she had already captivated people around the world. Dozens of you leaving messages on our WDIV Facebook page. Carlitos wrote, "It was a tragedy. She touched many hearts and was liked by many people, all types of cultures, from all aspects of the world." Debbie wrote, "A true princess. She touched the lives of so many great and small." And Sandra from Clarkston wrote, "God has a beautiful angel, and we miss her." You can read more comments or leave your own on the WDIV Facebook page. Still ahead, a new piece of information about Prince that will probably surprise a lot of people. The secret his sister is revealing about the late music legend. Also, new numbers tell us which vehicle is #1 in the nation, but Michigan drivers head in a different direction. Good afternoon, Paula.
Hey, Karen, we are talking about survival go kits. Yes, in Michigan, you need one. Yes, you can customize them for your family. Yes, you can get them ready-made. We talk to the experts for you.
The hurricane coming up all new on Local 4 News at 5 and 6.
Ooh, it's like a flying ant graveyard. Social media was buzzing yesterday about the flying ants. Did you see those things? Did you get caught up in a swarm by any of these things? And are they really flying ants? Coming up a little later on Local 4, we're going to get into that question and show you some videos that people all around Metro Detroit caught of these things.
When we see flood victims carrying their belongings in bags and plastic containers, many of us start to wonder and worry, what would we do if disaster struck here? Of course, we don't face hurricanes, but we're not immune to emergency situations. Paula Tutman found some answers on what your family needs to be prepared. Paula. We're having some audio difficulties. Let's see if we can run Paula's package.
As Jeff Bauer certified the Red Cross ERV, or Emergency Response Vehicle, for its trip to Baton Rouge this afternoon, I asked him if Michiganders really need go bags. We are in a coastal community. Our emergencies are generally acute or happen quickly. He reminded me of August 2014, when parts of Warren and Detroit flooded and families were displaced for weeks.
It rained 5 inches in 5 hours. It ranks in the top 10 disasters that have ever hit the United States.
Even in Michigan, we have to be prepared for emergencies. Think of three basics: what you need in your home, what you need on your person, what you need in your car.
You need to be able to sustain yourself for 72 hours. That's a good rule of thumb.
John Calabrese, director of the Public Service Institute at Macomb Community College, actually went shopping with us for Go Kit Basics. He says start with the largest backpack you can find. John, is this kind of like you pack it up and you don't touch it?
Correct. So when that emergency happens, you're not scrambling around trying to find these things.
Start with baby wipes.
They're very easy to get into a backpack. They don't take up much room. If you're in a situation where you're going to be walking, you're not going to be able to carry much water. So something like this would be great to throw in there just in case you had to drink some water that might be a little sketchy.
No kidding.
You'd want some dry clothes. You can get like beef jerky. They have like those foil packs of tuna. We need a first aid kit, a length of rope, and some duct tape. You can fix anything with duct tape, of course.
Store a few extra days worth of prescription meds, a copy of your insurance papers, and a little bit of cash in a Ziploc baggie. We went to my car for the Solar Crank weather radio I usually keep in my glove compartment.
A radio that you can kind of power yourself by cranking. You can power it either solarly or by cranking it.
So it has a flashlight.
Little flashlight on it.
And this was the thing that I liked, and that is that it has
a little port for your phone. Perfect, yeah. So that's a great tool right there. That's like 4 things in one.
Hey, Karen, sorry about that audio problem in the beginning. I was asking you if you'd ever seen one of these. Do you know what this is?
Okay, I'm taking a close look. It looks like one of those lights, the things that you do by the campfire, and you break it and it lights up?
That's it. Well, this is a reusable glow stick, and in a case of an emergency, nobody is going to mistake what this is. You pack it in your Go Kit, you leave it there. With this Go Kit, honestly, barring injury, I can probably survive for as much as 3 days. In your house, you've got to store lots of water. In your car, put that water in, and a shovel. And then join us at 6 o'clock, Karen, because in the newsroom today, we were all saying, oh my gosh, in an emergency, what would we grab? What would you do? The answers we found were kind of eye-opening.
It's an important conversation to be had, that is for sure. We'll see you back a little bit later. Thank you, Paula. And Ben is back with us, and feels a little chillier out there today.
Yeah. Summer just went away.
It just walked away, but it's coming back.
It is.
We're not giving up yet.
It is coming back, especially by the end of the weekend. So we'll be able to salvage at least a nice part of our upcoming 3-day stretch. Temperatures out there right now, though, struggling to hit 70. We're just at that mark at Metro, 71 in Monroe and also Ann Arbor. And then you start tacking on the winds, which the speeds are not all that impressive, but considering that they're coming out of the north and northeast at about 10 to 15 miles an hour, that's noticeable. Also with that northeast fetch off of Lake Huron, we're going to be watching here in Sand Lac and St. Clair counties for the possibility of at least some minor lakeshore flooding. And that is until 4 a.m. on Friday, when those winds will finally subside and switch directions. Cloud cover showing that, yes, these are some of the outer bands, or at least the moisture from Harvey. We've got that and then some lower clouds below it. So we have seen some sunshine, just not a ton of it out there today. And we'll likely see more of Harvey's clouds, at least in parts of our area, as we go into the next few days. There it is. That's Harvey right now. And all the rain from that does look like it's going to stay to our south. Our next shot at getting wet's not until Labor Day Monday, and it is not Harvey related, thank goodness. And we'll get through the rest of tonight. Sky's clearing out, but you can still see that northeast fetch off of Lake Huron. And then tomorrow we get even more clouds from Harvey start moving to the north. And speaking of tropical systems, we talked about Irma. 11 o'clock advisory has this as a Category 2 hurricane, and watch what happens over the next 5 days. This continues to move to the east, becoming a major Category 4 storm by Tuesday. We'll have to watch that very closely as we get into next week. So low temperatures tonight on the chilly side, to say the least. Almost everybody in the 40s. A couple lucky spots are going to hit 50. That's city of Detroit. Also a couple spots downriver. You'll be right at 50 when we wake up, though. Everybody else in the 40s. Tecumseh, you're going to be at 47. Dundee, you're going to wake up at 48 tomorrow. Some of our coolest numbers will actually be in our west zone. 46 in Chelsea. 45 in Fenton, Flint and Clarkston also at 45. But that north and northeast wind off of Lake Huron is actually going to keep things a little bit milder, at least for parts of our north zone. 48 here in Lexington, and then you see those numbers in the mid 40s further inland away from the lake. High temperatures tomorrow. 70 isn't going to get it. 69 looks like as good as we're going to do, and then we'll be very similar into Saturday. Temperatures jump there on Sunday back to average. Monday looks pretty summer-like. We do have thunderstorms, but they're going to be late, so it looks like most of our holiday weekend is going to be dry. Karen?
All right, thank you, Ben. Tomorrow night, don't miss Local 4's special coverage of Arts Beats and Eats. Rhonda, Evrod, and Brandon will be live in Royal Oak with a look at all the food, the fun, and the music you definitely don't want to miss. That's tomorrow night at 7:30 on Local 4. Up first, the pizza business in Detroit. Oh, it's about to welcome a new player. So will the Chicago native take a bite out of some local competition? Also, it's pickup truck versus SUV in the battle to be the best seller. In trending stories, which vehicle raced across the finish line? In trending stories, car lovers are talking about the new list of the most popular vehicles in America. According to the Kelley Blue Book, the Ford F-150 is the best-selling vehicle in the country. But Michigan is kind of bucking that trend. Take a look at this. Michigan drivers have made the Ford Escape the best-selling vehicle here. I actually own one of those, a very good car. Our state is the only in the country to push the Escape to #1. All right, this story is getting a lot of folks' attention. Chicago-style pizza lovers going crazy over this sign in downtown Detroit. Take a close look, Ben.
Love it.
Giordano's opening where Bagger Days used to be, just off of the Greektown Strip on Randolph Street. Giordano's is known for its famous deep dish pizza. The company tells Local 4 an opening date has not been set. This would be the second location in Michigan. The other is in Holland. So I will definitely be visiting that location.
All right, Chicago native, Giordano's or Gino's East?
Oh, Giordano's for sure. Gino's East is too commercial.
100%.
Oh, for sure. All right, here's some surprising information about the music superstar Prince. The late star's sister says purple was not his favorite color. Of course, his signature album was titled Purple Rain, and he even had a shade of purple named after him. But his sister says his favorite color was orange, which would have to be a surprise to most of us.
Wow.
As we know, Prince died back in April of 2016, but I wouldn't have guessed orange.
Never would have known that.
Remember the big guitar he had and everything?
Nothing you would have seen.
I know.
Was orange.
Still ahead, grab something to write with and get ready to help out Houston. We are going to give you the number for the Help for Houston fundraiser.
They're victims of the opioid crisis who cannot protect themselves.
It's very emotional, and I cry a lot up here.
Babies born addicted to opioids, from heroin to prescription pain pills.
It's very, very difficult because, sorry.
Meet a woman trying to help these babies survive and get a new start tonight at 11.
The biggest
Welcome back, everybody. We are back with another chance for you to help storm victims in Houston and throughout the Red Cross. Many of you have been calling throughout the day, and if the phone lines are too busy for you to get through, give us a try right now. We do have our volunteers standing by, as you see right there in the Help for Houston phone bank. The number is on your screen. It's 313-298-WDIV. The Help Me Hank unit working with the American Red Cross to raise funds that will go directly to storm victims. Give whatever you can afford. It is so appreciated. Again, the Help Me Hank lines are open right now through 6:30, and that number is on your screen, 313-298-WDIV.
And just because the rain has stopped, that cleanup is just beginning. They need all the help they can.
It's going to take beyond weeks and months. It's going to take years, so your help is appreciated. Thank you so much for joining us. Inside Edition is next.